Hello. Yes. Hello. Welcome back to Biscuit Boy. Oh God, you can hear me sitting down and everything, can't you? To a Biscuit Boy bonus stream. Pardon me. We're just gonna do some more Ezio. Runny, runny, stabby, stabby. Streamy. I don't know why I said streamy, but yeah, we're just gonna do some more Ezio stuff. Did do some stuff between streams. Like I just cleared up the map a little bit, collected some codex pages. I didn't do any of those like cool puzzle things. Oh no, wait, I think I did. Yeah, I did one of those cool puzzle things that we've been doing, but I didn't do many of them. Oh yeah, we're back at the villa because I upgraded the villa a bit between streams as well. Going from Unity to this, and somehow in my brain is making this look better than Unity. But I know for a fact graphically Unity looks better than this. I know graphically Unity is better. But that being said, nostalgia in my brain is telling me that this is better looking than Unity. We were in Venice, weren't we? We just got to Venice. Yeah. Let's carry on. Oh, I think that tower, I googled it, that tower, we can't go through till we do a certain mission. There's a certain mission that gives us an ability that lets us climb that tower. I just forgot that we don't have that ability yet. Because again, I played through all like Ezio stuff, so I'm used to Ezio having all the things. And Ezio doesn't. I think this is the mission, the one we're about to do. But Ezio doesn't have all the things at the moment because I've not done all the missions. There also this Ezio collection. I believe it's the next game, Brotherhood. When that first came out, they took out some of the chapters and sold them as DLC. Like I think the game generally jumps from like chapter 7 to chapter 13 or something like that. I know there's at least 2 chapters, so maybe not that much of a jump, but there's at least 2 chapters that it jumps over. It just goes like boom boom. We're now here, and the game says something about like, oh, these memory things are corrupted or something or other like that. Some bullshit like that basically. But with this collection I'll be able to finally play them, because I never had any DLCs for the game. The only one I had was the Leonardo DLC for Brotherhood. Oh, and the Desmond DLCs for Brotherhood, which I love. They're my favourite part of Brotherhood. That's Leonardo, our best friend.
Leonardo! Ezio, so good to see you. How can I help you? Haha! You found another one! How exciting! Is this an inverted Caesar shift? If I just substitute these letters here, I've got it.
Pages. Oh, we got Health Square. What else did we get from that? I think that was it. Well, yeah, 6 pages worth. Hi, kitten. Welcome. Yeah. Up, Ezio, up. Climb. My favorite assassin. Climb. Hey, oh. Yep, bonus stream. You made it. I just finished recording an episode of Evo Land. Ooh, sugar honey iced tea. There you go. Oh, Ezio, we lost some health. Let's go talk to the Healy man. Yeah, I just finished recording an episode of Evo Land that won't come out for 3 weeks, but it does give an in-depth explanation of what the secret project is that I'm working on, the secret TTRPG project. I'm not going to go into depth with it now, because it's just me and you here, but I will say the secret setting for the project is the Bear Trap and Claw universe. So the universe that Bear Trap and Claw is set in will be the same universe as this TTRPG setting. So it's the UK, England. It's, you know, early 2000s, roughly about 2008. It's a crabopocalypse. You know, that's why I needed a modern day system like Modern Age, because there's no magic, but there's guns and cars and bikes and bicycles, which Modern Age has rules for all that. Yeah, crabopocalypse. But yeah, Modern Age has everything for that. Something else that Modern Age has that I wrote something for the setting, right? Because I thought it was. I will say something about this. I do love our World of West Uriv, Travels in Balaton setting. I love all that. I think it's brilliant once it does well. But the thing about that is, like, you guys are kinda working for the greater good at the moment. Like, you're clearing out all the bandits, you're helping people, you're helping other people. You're not doing things for yourself, you're helping others, right? So I wrote something for. There's gonna be a cutscene, so I'll be quiet.
How best to get inside? Scale the wall and... Oh, that's not good. I'll never make that jump. Need to find another way. I remember you.
We need to go.
You never did apologize for knocking me over.
Now!
And Ronnie.
Va bene, where to?
The water.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down.
Get to the road. Yeah, so as I was saying, obviously in the World of West Uriv, the goals are like, let's help people and stuff like that. Like, you're clearly the good guys, right? Like, you're helping people and all that. So what I wanted for the BT and C setting was you guys to have, like, well, not you guys, but players. God damn it, I'm used to I'm doing the Unity controls, right? But for the players to have sort of selfish goals, sort of like, this is what I, as an individual player, want to do. But if it is selfish and detrimental to what you guys want to do, I don't care, because that's my individual goal. So I wrote that into the 4 roles that you can take in this setting. And then I was reading through the Modern Age book, right? The Modern Age handbook after I bought it. Guess what Modern Age has? Individual character goals that you... every once in a while you have to analyse your character, see if you've hit your individual goal, and if you have, you get rewards for doing them. So I wrote something into my setting that the system I'm using already has. So it's great. I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. I was like, that's awesome.
I'd be better off on my own.
You asked for my help, woman. What else was I going to say? Yeah. The other thing I like about the Modern Age handbook is it does have a chapter on magic, but it says multiple times in the handbook you can skip chapter 6 if your world does not include magic. So that's great. So it's basically got like a, if you want magic, you can do magic, but you don't have to do magic. So that's, I like that. I like the multiple different game modes it has. It has gritty, glunky, and cinematic. Gritty is obviously like the most realistic, like genuinely it describes like if someone gets shot, they're most likely going to die, or their injury is going to lead to, you know, loss of a limb or infection or something like that. And like every fight matters and every fight's important. And then you got glunky, which is like somewhere in between. And then it says cinematic is like you could do stunts like you would in a film. Like you can get into gunfights and it'll be fine. Like the enemies are basically like extras in a film. Is how they describe the enemies in the cinematic one. And I'm like, that's awesome. And it's a great way of explaining it as well. Like they're like extras. Yeah, they're extras. They're there. They make a scene, but they're not the important ones. I think that's great. And then like as you're reading through the rule book, it has certain like it has indicators next to certain rules saying this rule would work best with gritty mode, or this rule would work best with glunky mode or cinematic mode, and even has in the back it's like, oh, what setting do you want to do for your game? And it's like different time periods in history or different things going on in history have different ratings next to them, or how best they fit with a certain game mode you're playing and stuff. It's like a really flexible game system, and I'm loving it. Learning about it and reading it, and it being a D6 is a lot easier than the whole D20 system. But yeah, that's the setting that I've sort of been keeping secret, is the Bear Trap and Claw setting. It was really hard. It's really hard to write it because it's an apocalypse. It's like an end of the world apocalypse, but it's not. The apocalypse hasn't been going on for a long time. It's 2 months. Like this big event happened, this crab apocalypse started to happen, and now it's 2 months later is where the game starts off. And I'm like, writing for that is hard.
Rosa.
Onorato, Rosa. Amezio.
No.
Help me. Fight. Oh shit, I dropped her. I dropped the... But yeah, I will go into it if you're interested in learning more about it. But if not, I'll shut up and focus on the game. Go into my shoe. Okay, one thing I will get into is because. With the way the setting works, is there's 4 roles players could be, but 2 of those roles only one player in the group can be. So like, there's 2 civilian roles and 2 government roles, and those 2 government roles only one player could be. So there's a soldier and a scientist. So one player could be a soldier and one player could be a scientist. But then once someone's a soldier and someone's a scientist, those roles are filled. While civilian roles is looter and survivor, and you can have as many of them as you want. Because basically the looter and survivor are people who stayed behind. Because the apocalypse happened, everyone got evacuated. And these ghost towns were set up. They're sort of towns and cities that have been buried around.
Hugo.
What's this?
Rosa's been wounded.
Us are here. We'll go the rest of the way in the boat.
Careful.
Go! I'll deal with the guards.
Yes, obviously the crab apocalypse happened. This mass event where these tears in reality started to appear. And giant crab monsters, giant crab people started coming out of those tears in reality. And, you know, killing everyone. Because they're not evil creatures. They're just acting on instinct. They're giant crab creatures. They're coming out and fighting because things are attacking them. Or they're coming out and killing because they're hungry and they want... So all that's going on. And most places got evacuated by, like, the army. Like, the armed forces basically evacuated as much as they could. And then they set up these barriers around areas of high activities of tears, and they mark them as ghost towns, and that's where the setting is in. It's in one of these ghost towns. And for the role of looter and survivor, oh, you son of a bitch. The role of looter and survivor is they are people who are in the ghost town. At the start of the game, they are already in the ghost town. Obviously, the looter stayed behind to, you know, loot shit and try and get rich and be greedy. The survivor is someone who didn't manage to get evacuated because not everyone did manage to get evacuated, because obviously this is 2005, so they don't 2008, sorry, so they don't have the same like technology and shit that we do. Like it's very similar, but it's not. You know, you remember 2008? They weren't like fucking. You couldn't instantly, you know what I mean. But also these tears in reality that are happening are sort of acting as like a dampening field. They're not letting like radio frequencies or internet frequencies get through in because all these tears going on. So due to that, the UK is kind of on its own. It's like it's become isolated. They can't contact the rest of the outside world. They don't know what's going on. Let's see how I'm pressing up, got up the ladder. They don't know what's going on, so they set up an organisation called the UCRF, the United Kingdom Crabopolis Response. The UCR Force. That's what it's called. It's basically like a new branch of like government that's got 3 branches in it, which is the basically like the military branch, which is like where the soldier would be from. That's the STS, and then you have like the scientific branch, which is the SRU, and then you have like the covert branch, which is the COD. And the reason I made them the COD is because it spells COD, and I want the STS and the COD branches to kind of not get on. Like the STS doesn't trust the COD because they're secretive and they don't share any information. So they have like a little saying between themselves, which is, "Let me know if you can smell fish," which is basically like, "Let me know if you suspect the COD are spying on us, and we'll discuss this at a later time." Because I like having little things in lore like that, like little in-jokes and all that. So yeah, if someone took the soldier role, they'd be a part of the STS. They'd be the rookie in an STS team that's been sent into the ghost town to... Sorry, the cutscene again. Yeah, so they've been sent into the ghost town to assess what's going on, evacuate everyone, set up a base camp, and wipe out all the crabs they can. The SRU are sending in their own team to assess what's going on, evacuate the civilians, set up a research base, and try and research how to deal with these tears, like what's creating them, research the giant crab monsters, and the COD is sending in their own team. That's all they know, though. The COD is not sharing any more information. So each of these roles has their own individual, like, selfish goals, because obviously the looter trying to survive and get as much stuff as you can to become richer. The survivor is trying to survive. That's all they try to do. They try to get food, water, shelter, they try to survive. The scientist is trying to obviously analyze what's going on and set up a research base. They want to research these tears. They want to research the crab monsters. They want to get a crab monster specimen because they haven't got one. And the soldier wants to set up a base camp and just start, killing these crab creatures, killing as much as they can to sort of try and clear the area.
He's dead, idiota! Say a prayer later!
Porco demonio.
I need to see Antonio! Ah!
Be careful. Let me do it. Go and find Antonio.
Ugo, do what he says!
Quell'ultimo arrivato dagli ordini.
Does not like me. So yeah, all the players, if there's 2 looters or 2 survivors or 3 looters, 3 survivors, they're gonna have the same goals. But if there's a mix of these roles, they're all gonna have their own individual goals of what they want to do. And yes, sometimes those goals are gonna overlap. Like setting up a base camp will overlap with the survivor. I need to survive. I need somewhere safe to survive. And then if that base camp happens to attach a research camp onto it, that helps the researcher and all that. But everyone has their own, individual goals to have moments of selfishness. And they'll be rewarded for that. You'll be rewarded for achieving your goals. Obviously, there's much more going on in the setting that first seems to be known.
sent for help.
Thank you.
Rosa, what's happened?
Just get this out of me.
Soon, soon. Let's have a look first. Clean entry and exit through the thigh. That's good.
Get it out!
Rosa, we must take care not...
Now!
Come vuoi. Tenetela. I'm sorry, Piccola.
Sorry! Ficcatelo nel culo, you're sorry!
Go fetch Bianca and be quick. Help me with this.
How?
Take a clean piece of linen.
Like we actually have to do this.
When I remove my hand, press the cloth into her wound. Are you ready?
No.
Now.
Ah!
Ben fatto. You work well under pressure.
I'm still upset that we didn't hug Leonardo.
She's spirited this one.
Porca puttana!
Avanti. Get Rosa inside so that Bianca can close the wound. You'll be all right. The worst is past.
Ti venissi il cancero, brutto bastardo! A te e che la grandissima troia di tua madre!
Thank you. Rosa is most dear to me. If I had lost her,
I've always had a soft spot for women in distress.
so I've heard. Don't look so surprised. We know all about you, Serezio. Your work in Florence and the rest of Tuscany. Good work, too. If a little unrefined.
Then you know why I'm in Venezia.
I can guess. When you have a minute, come see me in my office. There's something we should discuss.
Yeah, because like in all situations like this, where it's like you have government agencies that aren't like are working under the same agency, but there's different branches that aren't sharing information. There's stuff that's going to be going on, you know. Oh, that's the thing. And then obviously there's the whole thing of like why the crabopolis is going on. Obviously, because the soldier and the scientist are part of like this government military front. They think it could be like an invasion, or it could be creatures from the future coming back, or like it could be a number of like insane theories, because obviously they don't know what the truth is, which is in the Bear Trap and Claw universe it's two uni idiots messed with an experiment and ended the fucking world because they're fucking idiots, which I also love. I also love having a setting that could have such serious things going on, like I need to survive, I need to find food and shelter and water, oh, you know, we're the military, we need to figure out what's going on, we need to save everyone, and you have these two fucking idiots that are just genuinely, if you know about the Bear Trap and Claw thing, they are walking north. That is it. They've accidentally ended the world. I have a giant crab's claw for a right hand, and I have a bear trap on my left leg, and I can heal rapidly now. Let's go north. That's it, because they're fucking morons, and I love it. I love this whole situation. Like, these two fucking idiots have fucked everything up. The rest of the UK is like freaking out and panicking and trying to, you know, save their loved ones and work out what's going on. And these two idiots are just like, duh.
I've been in the machine. You keep putting me back in, and I am losing control. It's all blurring together. I'm holding a rifle. Gettysburg is in the distance. I just stabbed a man, and there's blood on my waistcoat. I'm at the opera. Soprano is so beautiful. I'm in bed with her. She cries as I fuck her. I'm speaking at the forum. No one listens. I'm in the forest hunting. Oh, the moon. I can see the moon. I'm here. I have to stay here until you understand. Listen, why do we have these gifts, these abilities? Because it's in our blood.
Got a little fucked up. Spending too much time in the old Animus. A little fucked up. But yeah, that's the whole setting idea that I've been working on. So anyone who heard this, like over on YouTube, past stream thing, or Hike It Now, any feedback would be lovely. The seeds were planted as two worlds became one. Behold the assassins, the children of two worlds. Is it just pictures of two people embracing? No. I don't know. I like Bear Jumping Cool, I told you. I know you do, but like I meant the whole new setting of like um I don't know what fucking links all these images. I thought it was because like the children of two worlds, so I thought it would be like, you know, the things that have got Jupiter and Io, you know, and the Swan, Cupid and, you know, Hero, but no, apparently not. Fuck it, I'm just gonna Google it. I can't be fucked. These riddles just don't. I can't figure this out. I have to set the ones with gods. Okay. At no point does that mention fucking gods. At no point would my brain ever read that sentence and think gods. So yeah, I'm glad I fucking looked it up. I'm glad you think it fits well. I do appreciate it. I'm working very hard on all these projects. And it's also, it's nice, as much as I do love the World of Warcraft, pardon me, and Travels in Balaton, it's nice mixing it up a little bit, doing a setting that's like more like real, you know, like more modern day realistic setting. I know it's like a crapopolis, it's not realistic, but you know, like the UK in 2008 is something I lived through, so being able to put a setting there is a lot easier.
Hey, prego. Can I offer you something? Biscotti, un caffè.
What's cafe?
An interesting concoction brought to me by a Turk merchant. Here, have a taste.
A little bitter if you ask me. It just seems lacking somehow. I don't know. Have you considered adding sugar maybe? Or latte?
I suppose it's something of an acquired taste. Enough about that. Now where were we? Our failure at the Palazzo cost us dearly. It will take time to recover. No doubt Emilio will use this pause to strengthen his defenses and continue his oppression of the district. You may not share our motive, but I know you share our goal.
Why not gather your forces and try again?
To act in haste would only bring more losses. No, we must resupply and draw new plans.
Can ill afford to sit around and wait.
Nor would I want you to. Work with us instead. Already my men begin to mend today's wounds. Seek them out. They'll put you to work. The sooner you aid them, the sooner we can strike.
Molto bene, messere. I accept.
It is the right decision.
Also, what I was reading through the Modern Age book, handbook. I'm gonna do the furthest away one first. I was reading through the Modern Age handbook, and it really, like, creating your character in that is really detailed and nuanced. Like, you roll for most of it, but you roll for, like, your economic background, and then depending on your economic background, you roll for, like, what is your person's job, basically. Like, what do you do for a living? And obviously, depending on the economic background you roll, depends on what you what you can roll on the what you do for a living list and all that. I just find it interesting. And then there's like personal goals that you can set, and it does say, I can't remember the exact wording, but it does say like every once in a while you have to look at your character and see if you've achieved those goals, and if you have, you get certain rewards, and if you haven't, it's just like you need to possibly rethink your personal goals and like that, which is quite like real life as well. Like you have personal goals, and then if you're not achieving them, you do kind of look at yourself like, well, why aren't I achieving these? Are these not realistic? Can I change them? Can I? So I like that aspect of it. It's quite fun. And I also like some of the wording when it mentions what equipment you start with, because it does. Because it kind of, I need to read through it again. Again, I've only read through it once, but it kind of seems like you can kind of start with whatever equipment you want, because what it says is like your equipment is what makes sense to your character's background and economic level. So it's, you know, if you're a doctor who works in a hospital, you'll have like medical knowledge, and you might have like a medical kit, and you'll have like key cards to the hospital and stuff like that. It's all just assumed like you have that, you have this stuff, you have this stuff. Or like if you have the criminal background and that, like you might have a gun, you might have like a pocket pistol, which is one of the many guns in the handbook, and stuff like that. I just like it. I like this whole like you have what makes sense to your character, because one of the things with the TTRPG that shall not be named is it's very limiting on what you start with, and depending on a character's backstory or background, you not having certain items doesn't make sense. Like you not like if you're building a thief, your character's like a criminal thief. Depending on what you choose as your starting equipment, you might not have thieves' tools, but you're a thief. But you might not have thieves' tools. How does that make sense? If your whole background and way of making a living is stealing stuff, how would you not have thieves' tools?
Ben trovato, Ugo. What's the trouble?
You and Rosa managed to escape from Seta, but the others were not so lucky. Emilio's captured them, and now they await execution.
Do you know where they're being held?
I know they're still in the district, but beyond that, no. You'll have to look for them.
I'll have your brothers back here in no time.
Yeah, I've gone like some level of detail in this, because obviously there's the UCRF, which had 3 branches, the STS, which is the Specialized Task Squadron, the SRU, which is the Strategic Research Unit, and then they have the COD, which is the Covert Operations Division. I don't know. I feel like I keep just getting sucked into like writing more and more details, and I don't know, because I also know that you said that Anton said it, you know, it'd be available for the 11th. Also, I don't get why he never messages me about it. He can. It's not like I don't like Anton. I like Anton. I get on with Anton, and then he always uses you and Mike as like intermediaries. Like, you can just message me, you know, Anton. But it's fine. So I do know I need to kind of take a pause on this project and work on more World of Westeros stuff. Although I imagine this project to be like more of a long-term thing, because it's set in the Bear Trap and Claw universe, and I've not even done much with the Bear Trap and Claw stuff itself, because I don't know why.
The markets belong to the people.
Like, it's all in my head, and it's been in my head for years and years and years, like since I was like 12 or 13. So I've got like 10 years worth of stuff built in my head. I did not write any of it down or anything like that.
Let's go.
No, I chose to have the horse distract you, you bastard. Oh. Let's go this way, my friends. I distract them. Oh, also the rolls come with stuff. So the rolls, depending on like what your role is, your starting role, you'll start with different gear. And trying to balance that out was kind of difficult because obviously one of the roles is you're a soldier. So you start with things like a handgun and an automatic rifle and ballistic plate armor and frag grenades, which is like quite powerful in any setting. Like to have a fucking machine gun and fucking, you know, bulletproof armor. And then the other one, the other roles is like, I'm a survivor. I got like a baseball bat and a knife. Like, how is that fair? It's not really that fair. So the way I kind of balance that, and I do wonder if I've balanced it well. I'm not sure, but the way I've tried to balance it is basically if you're a soldier or a scientist, you start with, you know, your starting gear. Like the soldier has, as I said, a handgun, an atomic rifle, ballistic gear, frag grenades, and if you're the soldier, you have like a stun gun, a stun baton. Not as strong ballistic gear. They have like ballistic cloth rather than ballistic plate, but they still have like some level of protection. So to kind of balance that out with the looter and the survivor, I created something called mutations, which are basically because of, you know, these tears in reality opening up and certain radiation or other energies, the people in the ghost zones, if you spend too much time in like the ghost town zones, you will start to get a mutation, which would be at level 10 and 20. So you'd only get 2 across the span of the game. But the looter and the survivor starts with 1 free mutation off the bat. But like they start level 1 with a mutation, so they can get up to 3. So, and then the mutations I've made so far is just thicker skin, which is like you have a stronger armor class and stuff like that. And then regeneration, which is you get 1d6 a day to sort of use at any point you want to sort of regenerate some health. They're the only 2 I've made so far. I feel like that's a good way to balance the fact like I have a bat and you have a fucking machine gun. You know? And obviously the things you're facing, a lot of it might be best to fight at a range, but you don't have that because you have a baseball bat and a knife, you know. So being able to regenerate some health or take more of a hit kind of equals it out, I think.
Follow my lead.
I hope, anyway. I'm not sure if it does. I forgot we can't go that way. We've not unlocked that part of the city, apparently. Come with me, my thieving friend. So hopefully that sounds balanced. Well, yeah, that's kind of all I've been working on lately. God, these guys are slow. Hurry up, you bastards. Well, I do know I need to work on some more travels in Balton stuff. Although, you guys are in the...
This way.
You guys are in the mushroom caves at the moment. Oh, that guy's dead. Oh, that guy fell off and died. Oopsie. Yeah, you guys are in the mushroom caves at the moment, so... And that's like a giant dungeon. I might not have to write much more.
He's here!
Andiamo.
Because I feel like you guys should be in that mushroomy place for a while now.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, and you guys are with you're with what's his face? The archaeologist. The research archaeologist. I can't remember his name. You guys are with him at the moment, aren't you? You're not even on your own. You got help. Which is good, because that place has some that place has some dangers around the corner.
Listen,
If having help might be a bit useful in that situation. Oh shit, I didn't have my blades out, that's the problem.
Remember your training.
Come on, fight me. I've killed all your friends. You really gonna fight me? Okay, and you're dead. Yeah, so that should be good. But how are you anyway, Ken? I did go up. I did wake up early this morning and went on your channel, but you weren't on. Yeah, so I hope you're alright. I hope you're feeling well and all that. I hope you're doing well. And I hope anyone else who's here as well and doing okay in the year 2023. Oh my god. Oh, I just realised 2008 is like a really long time ago. Because it's 2023. It was 15 years ago. Oh my. Oh, I feel old. I feel old. 2008 was 15 years ago. How is that possible? That's not possible. It can't have been 15. I was just in the kitchen making a sandwich. Oh, you made sandwich. Yummy, yummy. Oh, what'd you make?
What are you doing here?
Also, if you did hear about all the class things I said and the roles and the mutations and that, hopefully you found it all balanced and fun sounding. But yeah, God, 15 years ago, that can't be right. Oh, God, so old. Oh.
Alright, this way.
I'm impressed. I didn't expect you to succeed so quickly.
I aim to please.
I'll let Antonio
Baked
know
meat
about our
sandwich for
progress.
John.
Come find me
Oh.
later. I've got another
Thought
job
I
for
liked John.
What sort of job?
you. Meet me near the docks and I'll
I
explain.
thought he was
Molto
alright. My opinion might have changed. And I'm glad you think it sounds good. I don't know. I don't know if you, Mike, and Anton would be the players. No offense to you guys. You guys are awesome and I love playing the Travels in Balton with you guys, but I feel like playing two different campaigns at the same time with you guys would get a bit confusing. You know. Also, you guys might not you guys might not find it enjoyable. Medical reasons. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Medical reasons. Fine. Although, I might also... I doubt I would... Even if I got the whole... I need to come up with a name for it, because right now I'm just calling it the Bear, Shark and Claw setting, but it needs its own name. But, even if I did finish writing that campaign, I don't think I'd play it until we finished our Travels in Balton campaign, because at what point do I have the time to run one campaign, let alone two? You know. Run away, Ezio! Yes, I can. Goodbye. No, I required to run away. Yeah, it would be confusing for me too. But yeah. But I just feel like I'm like in my brain. I'm like, at least I'm doing something with the bear trap and claw saying. You know, I'm doing something.
Right here with you.
Oh no. There you go. It also means I have more content uploaded to Kofi, and Kofi content won't always just be travel and won't always be World of Westeros stuff. It can also be this Bear Trap and Claw stuff that I've mentioned, and this. Like once I finish writing the roles completely, I'll upload them and all that. And yes, we are in Mushroom Caves with Pierre Westley, LOL. I love Pierre Westley, LOL. An archaeologist.
Rescuing my brothers was more than just an act of charity, Ezio. The men you freed will play a vital role in the weeks to come. Just ask for their help, and they'll join you.
And once I have my little band of thieves,
Send them towards a group of guards, and they'll create a distraction.
opening the way for me.
Exactly.
Saves me from having to bloody my sword. I like it.
Exactly. Now I'll tell you what to do with them. Antonio's plan calls for a bit of deception. We're to imitate his archers, which means we'll need the armor that they wear. A shipment of the stuff has just been loaded into chests and now awaits delivery to Seta. Loot the chests and retrieve the outfits. When that's finished, I'll need you to fetch me a boat as well and bring it back here. We'll use it to move our men into the palazzo undetected.
Consider it done.
And obviously behind the scenes content as well, which Kitten seems to have enjoyed the behind the scenes content that I've uploaded so far. Yeah, but Pierre's like an archaeologist researcher. I really need to properly reread like everything that you guys are going through at the moment. But yeah, Pierre's your friend. Or acquaintance, anyway. I feel like you guys got off on a good footing. I don't know. I don't know your guys' opinions of Pierre. I couldn't really work it out, like what your guys' opinions of him was. I healed him. Yes, you did heal him after he healed himself with his healer's dice, which are a very fun item. Just to warn you guys though, as much as that area was already really hard, Anton complaining about the enemies being too weak did make me beef them up even more. So it's going to be even harder for you guys now. Because I tell they're too weak. I'm like, okay. Okay. The entrance room to this giant dungeon that you're going to spend a whole session in was too easy. Okay, I'll make it harder. So that's happened. Just to let you guys know. I don't know if it's good. It's going to be entertaining. You poke at the DM will poke back. It's like, okay, it's too weak. I get it. I wonder how the soft squishy people will feel about this. I do remember. It was after the game, and like after the stream ended, we was talking a little bit afterwards. Because I was really impressed with how Anton basically kicked all their asses, and I was saying, and how cool it was. Yeah, I'm not sure if Mike. I'm not sure if Mike fully trusts Pierre yet. Because I do get it, because Pierre was being a bit secretive, but you also got to realize, like, he was hired by people to go research and find an artifact that he knows other people are also looking for. So Pierre's sort of like, do I trust this random strangers? But Pierre's also like, there's 3 of them, and I kind of need to be upfront with them because, again, there's 3 of them and they could kill me. I'm one person. But yeah.
Not you! On him! Get off me!
Why don't you go for a little swim, my friend? Okay.
Leave me alone! Let me go! I'm nobody! Leave me alone! Not important!
Don't hurt me, please.
But yeah, I'm hoping the dungeon will take the whole session, except for 10 minutes, where you guys can... Because obviously after you finish this dungeon is when you guys are going to go on that, you know, the 2 weeks of free time, do whatever you want break. And then it's when I'll have like the one-on-one chats with you guys about like, what does Tressa want to do in this 2 weeks spare time? Or what does Preston want to do in this 2 weeks spare time? Or what does Shadow want to do with this 2 weeks spare time? So obviously, the session needs to be the dungeon, but also have enough time left over that you guys can get back to the town safely, get your reward, and then I can set up, oh, it's 2 weeks later. Because if the session is like 90% of the dungeon, and then we end and there was 10% left, so then the next session we do is like 10% dungeon, and then 6 hours of doing nothing, it's not going to be that great. If you guys are like right near the end of the dungeon, but it's getting near to the end of like the session time, I might just be like, and they die, and we go back to the... I might have to do a tiny bit of tomfoolery of like, and everything is good now. Tressa, at least Tressa, are interesting characters. That is a fair enough analysis of the situation. I think that's the same thought that Pierre has at this time as well. It's like, our interests are aligned. But obviously you guys know that you're looking for the... Because I had to quickly do a little bit of retcon, didn't I? You guys are looking for the last of... Like the last breeding grounds or like hatchery of the mushroom people. And Pierre is looking for an artifact.
Segui me. Work your magic. Wait.
No, it's not. Oh my god, wait, did fire pop up? I didn't even see that. Where's the fires? I want to say hi. Hi, fire, thank you for the lurk. I've not seen you in ages. I did message a bunch of people that I've not seen or talked to in ages. Fire was one of them. I don't know if they saw the message though. But yeah, I managed to budge people in the Discord. I have to study. Oh yeah, the fire, you did reply, didn't you? I have to study back soon and hang out with you all. I hope your study goes well, Fire. I hope it goes really well. I messaged a couple of people like, I've not been around lately. Hope you're okay. Oh shit, I killed the civilian. I was meant to kill the man who pushed me. I killed I killed the civilian. So yeah. I do like hearing about your guys' reactions and opinions on the characters that you've met in the world so far. Because obviously I have my own opinions of the characters because I know their rich backstories and their personal goals and all that, but you guys, you don't know all that. So to see like sort of the outside perspective of like, do you like that person? Do you trust that person? You know, who's your favorite? Who's your least favorite? It's so interesting to see. I know you all liked the guy, the night shift manager at the inn, which I kind of felt like you all were, because the day shift manager is such a dick. And I made like the night shift manager like the opposite of him. I kind of felt like yeah, he was great. Yeah, and then you guys have been fucking banned from the place. A place that I writ so much lore. The only place where you can get like a bath or a shower in the town, and you got fucking banned because you had your fucking dragon out. Oh, for fuck's sake. But it was also funny in a way of like Tressa's being Tressa and the world is being the world. Like I hope moments like that are like, oh shit, we fucked up, but also like, oh shit, this world is more, you know, like it's kind of more realistic. Like the world feels lived in. It has rules and that. You can't just do anything. But yeah, I can't wait for you guys to finish the Mushroom Cave.
Molto bene, Ezio. This is exactly what we needed. I'll let Antonio know you finished the job.
Do your spare time, because I'm also quite interested to see what you guys do in your spare time, because obviously your spare time is going to be separate activities, sort of individual activity. Like there will probably be crossover activities that you guys want to do, but it's also a time to do some like personal activities as well. So it'll be like fun seeing what you guys want to do as a group, what you guys like, because obviously what you guys want to do as your team, which I'm not going to say the name. What the Travelers is what I call you guys, by the way, whenever I'm writing stuff and notes about it, because it's the Travels in Balton is the name of the thing you're playing. So I call you guys the Travelers. So it will be fun seeing what the Travelers want to do as a team, and then what Tressa wants to do, and what Breton wants to do, and what Shadow wants to do.
Salute, Rosa. You seem to be healing well.
How are you finding Venezia?
It has its charms, but how do you deal with the smell? Que schifo.
So? What brings you to me?
I was hoping you could help me with something.
And that would be...
I want to learn to climb the way you do.
Oh. Va bene, I can do that. Well, I can't, but Franco can. Franco, muovere il culo! Show Ezio how to reach the top of that scaffolding. Begin in a hanging position. Then jump to the ledge above you. As you reach it, grab it with your hand and pull yourself up. There. See how it works?
I think so.
Only one way to find out. Try for yourself.
Off this stream. I know it's a random thought that pops in my head. Yeah, I know you really don't like Tab. I know what I want to do. I like that you know what you want to do and you have an idea of what you want to do. I like that. Yeah, Tab's the name, isn't it?
Jump, Ezio!
Tab's the name that you guys have fucking chosen to do.
Grab the ledge at the height of your jump.
Now we can climb that tower.
Oh? How did I do?
I've seen better.
Ah, you wound me with your cruel, cruel words.
All right, Smargiasso. Let's put your skills to the test.
I'm all ears.
Meet me in front of the Frari.
It's not terribly... You don't know. Could be terribly exciting to me. Because I have a feeling I know what your thing is. And it is terribly exciting to me, okay? Because I'm pretty sure you want to go to a library and read up on stuff. Correct? Yeah, which is very exciting to me because it means I get to lore dump and info dump on you. I get to tell you a lot of the fucking lore that I've written up, depending on how well you roll on finding the shit you want to find. But I get to lore dump. I get to like share fucking lore, which is great. All this stuff that I've written down that no one knows about, no one sees, I get to tell you. So I'm excited for it, yeah. I'm sitting here going like, I hope Tressa rolls well. But also, given your background, oh shit. Given your background as someone who went to like a very smart school, someone who worked and helped out, because I think we discussed like one of your jobs is you helped out with one of the libraries, right? I'm pretty sure we said that. That was one of the jobs Tressa tried before she went on her little touring. I want to find a post office of some kind of middle at home with a pig first. Ah, that's kind of sweet. Yeah, see, so with that, I feel like the DC for your... Yes, it gave you a +1 to intelligence, yeah. But the DC for you trying to find this lore, like anything you're looking for in the library, is going to be like really low. The DC is not going to be high. It's going to be quite a low DC. Because you have that sort of background. Like, I think the DC is going to be like 5 to find the basic stuff. Yeah, I think I'll make it like DC 5 to find the most basic stuff, DC 10 to find everything you're looking for. And then DC 20 you might DC 15 you'll find like some more, you know, more juicy stuff. It might not be what you're looking for, but it'll help with what you want to know, sort of thing. But yeah, so a 5 will be a success, a 10 will be like a better success, and then a 15 will be like perfect. And then if you roll a nat 20, I will just like, I don't know, let you work at the fucking library or something. Rolling at 20, the librarian just goes, right, you work here now. I don't know. But yeah, I like for that individual endeavor. But also, like, you guys have 2 weeks. It's going to be a 2-week thing. That's not going to take you the whole time. That might take you like maybe 2 days, depending on, because of these a lot of things you want to research up on and read. It might take you like 2 days. So that's sort of how I'm going to do it. Like, when we do go on the break, I'm going to have you 3 roll, and then obviously, depending on the order you roll, I'll then, so for example, say you rolled the highest, and then Mike and then Antan, I would then go to, both me and the Dragon do love coffee, so I'm going to go to the Ko-fi and buy us some. But you don't have to, but you can. So if you rolled the highest and then Mike and then Antan, it would be like, I would go to you and I'll be like, what does Tressa want to do for the first 2 days of your time off? You tell me. And then I would go to Mike and be like, right, what do you want to do for your first 2 days? And if one of those things Mike's wanted to do would include Tressa or needed Tressa to do it, I'd be like, well, Tressa's busy for the first 2 days. So on your 3rd day, you can go and find Tressa. And then we'll work out what Mike wants to do for the first 2, what Anton wants to do for the first 2. And then when I come back round to you and ask you what you want to do on days 3 and 4, I'll be like, oh, by the way, Shadow walks up to you on day 3 and is requesting your help with something. And then if you agree to help him on that, it gets a bit more complicated, because it's like I would jump Shadow into the chat and we'll figure out how long it will take you to do this joint activity. And then if it takes you both of those days, that's your 2 days sorted out. If it only takes you one of those days, then that's your 1 day sorted out. And then I'll sort out your 2nd day on that, and then I'll go down to... So yeah, it's a whole thing, but I feel like that I want to break it down into 2-day chunks so you guys can sort of build and establish yourselves in Balaton a bit more. You know, instead of it being like, you have 2-week chunks, I'll let you do 1 activity each. I want it to be like, in 2-day chunks, depending on what activity you want to do. It might take a day, it might take half the day, it might take 3 days, you know, depending on what the activity is. So then you can get multiple things done and sort of build this branching thing of like I went to the library and I know the librarian now, so if we need anything with books, we can go there. Or I know the blacksmith now because I hang out with him for a while, so if we need blacksmith, like that sort of thing. It was a +1 to history checks, so that's a 7. Yeah, history checks. And we are now going to BRB, so please enjoy the BRB video and play with the dragon, because he's a dragon now, thanks to Kit. Woo! I love that. 3 explosions didn't kill it. Can I just... Am I safe if I just duck? I think I'm safe if I just duck. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, yeah, I looked down at chat and welcome back to some Biscuit Boy YouTube. I've been gone for a while because I took a break over December. And you will also notice that this is not Dragon Age, which is my current YouTube game. But over Christmas, I did have like a 5-day break because it just lined up that the time where I work was closed. When we opened back up, I had 2 days off because they're my 2 days off anyway, so I had 5 days off. That was great. Christmas was alright. I went over and saw Little Man and Bestie and Robot and Hoppit. I went and saw them, and that was fun for a couple hours. I helped Little Man open his presents. He's so adorable because he was so excited to open all these gifts and he loved them. And then he wanted to open one of his brother's gifts, but we was like, you can't, it's not yours. And he's like, yeah, it's mine. And it's not yours. Oh wow, did I finish the game? After centuries of peace, an ancient evil has finally resurfaced to threaten the world of Evoland. You are the one of the few remaining members of the Order of the Dragon Knights, whose purpose it is to travel the world, to help the needy and fight evil. Those centuries of peace clearly mean you haven't had a whole lot to do recently, but it looks like business is picking up again. Yes, good, yes. The world is fucked, but you've got a job again. I unlocked the story. This plot is so deep. I unlocked the story, guys. Oh, this is great. Oh, what's this? I got another star. Yes. Yeah, he wanted one of his brother's gifts and was like, you can't. And he's like, yeah, mine. I was like, it's not yours. And then he gave his brother one of his gifts so he could open his gift, which was so he opened his brother's gift, which was sweet. Oh my god, there's so much more colours now. That was really sweet. Christmas was nice. I had like a nice Christmas dinner with my nan and my uncle. No one else went because they're dicks. And my uncle gave me this awesome new chair that I'm using right now to record this because this is a PT game, even though I'm using a controller. But lucky it's read these signs. Nice. The path is reserved for agile adventurers. Yeah, so I expect a lot more PC stuff. And I'm back. Thank you for playing with the dragon, and I hope you enjoyed that preview of the Evoland Part 1, which is out now on YouTube.
Climbing a bit of scaffolding is all well and good. But let's see how you do out in the open.
On top of that tower then? Torno fra un attimo.
Ascend the tower that we just ascended and done a synchronization on. Oh shit, I have time limit. Okay. Well, we already know the quickest way to get up there, so. Oh shit. Kind of run out of things to talk about now. Because I've talked about the project, I talked about some West Earth stuff. You know. Oh, I did decide on when I'm gonna use the word. Ah ha ha, fucking hell. I had that. My fucking job. So loud. Doo-doo. I don't remember there being a sound when people subbed, but apparently there is. Don't remember there being one, but there is. Hey, Dan. Thank you for the 13th month. That's a baker's dozen. Why don't we go get you a pack of biscuits? On me. Oh shit. Press the wrong button. But yeah, hi Antan. You just missed me talking about my new TTRPG project. You missed me talking about some Balton stuff. But hi! Welcome. I kind of just broke it down to Kit and how your guys' free time is going to go after you finish the dungeon.
So?
Looks like you've learned all I have to teach you. I'll let Antonio know of your progress. Finish your other tasks. We're almost there.
Hope you're doing well, Anton. I really do. I saw you playing Sea of Thieves with Mike the other day. That was fun to watch. And I heard from Kitten that your stream went well, your lore building one. Yes, you're in a dungeon. Well, you're in a... You're in a mushroom kingdom, but I'm not calling that. I'm not calling it that for obvious reasons. You are in the kingdom of the mushroom people. For obvious reasons, I'm not calling that. Hey, little fox! Little Pikachu go doo 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 doo. Pikachu. Yeah. Everyone's showing up to my bonus stream. Welcome, welcome. I had some spare time, so I felt like doing some Stabby as the best assassin in the whole of the Assassin's Creed franchise. I will not be discussing that. It's this is a fact. It's not up for discussion. You can like other assassins, but he is the best.
Ah, Ezio. I was hoping you might return. I want your advice on something.
Of course. Tell me what troubles you.
Emilio has turned some of my own men against me.
Bribery and blackmail, is it?
Yes, and we cannot strike until the traitors are dealt with. They're still somewhere in this district, keeping tabs on us and reporting back to Emilio.
Not for much longer, they're not.
There's the shout outs. Deal with the traitors, yeah. If either of you interested in the world building that I just said to Kitten, to do with the new project, the Ko-fi will be updated with everything I just said to Kitten, or you can go watch like the past stream stuff to see it if you don't want to wait for it to be released out of there. Yeah, my World of Wings stream went well, making good progress on that. That's awesome, Antan. That's what we want to hear. That's fantastic. To be fair, I killed the guards and take their money a lot.
Moving like the wind.
Scusi, I need to just go kill someone on your boat. Thank you very much. I don't know who I have to kill on this boat, so we're just going to kill everyone on the boats? Sound good to everyone? Sounds good to me. Look at that guy just fucking walking into the fucking edge of the boat like a fucking idiot. There you go, you're dead now, friend. Okay, so neither of them were the target. Ah, he's on that boat. Cool.
Enjoy this.
Where could the assassin have gone? Oh, you shitty little bitch. Alright, that's it. Sword time. No! Fuck! No! Fuck! You fucking just keep whacking me off the fucking boat. Oh, fucking whack-a-mole. Like, no. No. Naughty assassin. You can't come up here. Right, I'm up. Let's fight, bitches. You're dead. Oh, we have a new dagger, by the way. I never used the daggers, but we have a bone dagger now because there is a mystic weapons pack. And there's some odd weapons. Like one of them is like a guitar style thing. Oh my god, it's Mike! Everyone's showing up. Let me give it. Oh, Kitten did the Mike one. Cool, yeah. But yeah, we have a bone dagger now. We have like a. Where is it? Oh, that's my regular dagger. It didn't change to the bone dagger. Okay. Maybe it didn't save after I changed. Oh well, who cares? We don't use the dagger. At any point do we ever use the dagger. There's no point in this one. Everyone's here. And only Kitten got to hear the news. Half of me wants to like, I should say the news again so all the new people can hear it. And the other half of me is like, I'm not going to say all the news again because that means the first half of the stream would have been the news and the second half of the stream would also be the news. That's a tiny bit ridiculous. Oh, Anton, you could stay. Let's see if he's going for a swim.
Why would anyone carry on like that?
Don't tell us. It's not my fault you weren't here. Yeah, you can watch the VOD. Thank you, Anton's being reasonable. Thank you, Anton. Yeah, do it. There's more. No, kidding. I'm not going to do it. Here's why I'm not going to do it, right? Because the VOD will genuinely be me saying the same stuff twice. And that is a little bit ridiculous. Which is me saying the exact same stuff twice. Long story short, the new TTRPG project I'm working on is using the modern age system, and it's set in the Bear Trap and Claw universe. That's long story short. And the other thing that you missed to do with the World of West Uriv is when you guys go on your break that's coming up, like your characters will have like a 2-week break where you can do downtime activities. The way I'm going to do it is you three will roll dice, and then the order of the dice, so like whoever rolled the highest, middle, and bottom is how I will talk to you guys. And I'll basically say, what do you want to do for the first 2 days of your downtime? You tell me, I'll tell you how long said activities take, and we'll do rolls for depending on how well you did in the activities, and then I'll go to the next person. And for example, say Kitten rolled highest and Mike rolled second, and Kitten is busy for the first 2 days that Tressa is doing stuff, but Mike wanted Shadow to do something. I'm just randomly killing this guy for no reason. Mike wanted Shadow to do something that has Tressa. I'll say, like, you can't for the first 2 days because Tressa is busy, but on your next time around, on your 3rd day, you can request Tressa help you with something. And then when I get back around to Kitten, I would tell Kitten, like, oh, by the way, Shadow wanted help with something. Do you accept helping? If they say yes, then I will get 2 of you in the chat, and we'll discuss like how long it will take for both of you to do the activity, how well the activity goes, and all that. So your 2-week downtime will be broken up into 2-day periods. There, I said it all really fast. Oh no, we gotta work out dance and stuff. I will be traveling. If we're going home, we want in on that. I'll probably just end up drinking tea. I will inform you, if you want to spend your 2 weeks downtime traveling home and back, given your guys' distance from where you left and the distance from all your home places, you could spend your whole time traveling. You're not going to be able to spend any time doing anything when you get to your destination. You will spend your time traveling and then be like, right, we need to go back to Bampon now. And then that's going to be like, yeah. Where the fuck is the man I need to stab? There he is. Scusi, you're dead now. Ciao. Especially Breton. Breton lives so far away from it. Like Breton is like a continent, and then like traveling most of the continent to get back to Dirtmire. Oh, you bastards! All right, you're all hitting me. Fuck you. Let's run a different way. Ezio just wants to run away this time. I don't want to fight. Unless I can get it sent. I need to get the other dagger unless I can get it sent. Okay, but that's the thing. If that's what you want, then, Mike, between us, we could work out a way for you to get the dagger without traveling home. Like, we could do that. You guys can ask Kitten. I keep saying this. You can ask Kitten. I will always work out a way for you to do the thing you want to do. Yeah. Breton won't be going up. It'll take him a long time to get to Dirtmire. Yeah, if you want the dagger, we can work out a way to do the thing you want to do. We will do that. So any downtime activity you want to do, genuinely think of anything you want to do, and I'll work out a way for you guys to possibly do it. And the reason I say possibly is because it does also not getting the dagger. You'll be able to get that. You don't have to dice roll for that. We'll work out a way for you to get that. But certain things will be down to dice rolls, and if you guys roll poorly, that's not my fault. You know, that's not my fault at all. You'll be doing research on daggers. Cool. I have some ideas already popping in my head of how Shadow can do that. So yeah, I like there's things popping in my head right now where it's like you could obviously get the dagger, go to the blacksmith, or we can try and roll to see if you can find more of a specialist, or perhaps Kitten might find something about it in the library, depending on how well they roll, and then obviously Tressa will be like, "Oh, Shadow, I found a thing about your dagger." You know, there's already loads of things popping off in my head, so it's like, or even Breton, he's a fucking dwarf. They know metalwork, so even Breton might be able to have a look at it, depending on how well Breton rolls on that. He might be able to be like, "Oh yeah, I know this is made of this, and the way that was made is like this," and they would have to have, and then you'd have some idea of like what sort of place it might have been made, or who you might be looking for. You know, you guys can work together, but also separate goals. Yeah. Well, and there's that thing that we discussed before about Breton wanting to find out more about his scaliness. So, you know, if that's what Breton wants to do in his downtime, I can work out a way for you to like research or look into that more, stuff like that. Both me and the dragon do love coffee, so why don't you head to coffee and feel free to blah, 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 blah. I fudged that up and I can't be asked to try that again. So yeah. Coffee, go if you want. There's also now behind the scenes stuff that's being put in there, such as a webcam video that's been put there. That is for members only though. Behind the way the Kofi works now is that the World of West Uriv and the Bear Trap and Claw stuff is like free. The behind the scenes stuff you have to be a member. I feel like that's a fair way of doing it. The behind the scenes stuff is not that interesting. You know. Yeah, you do have a dungeon to finish, which is a very large dungeon. Lots of dangerous stuff in it. And it's ever so slightly harder now. You have to pay. Yeah, you have to pay to see his face. Although, yes, you're using the Ghost Boy. I love Ghost Boy. Ghost Boy. Although you don't really see my face in that behind the scenes, like I'm on webcam, but I've got like a shirt over my face because I couldn't be asked to go get my mask, and I've got a hat on, so you can just see my eyes. See the eyes. They're windows to the soul, you know. The eyes, they are the windows to the soul.
Please, enter. Your good work has restored us to our former strength, Ezio. We are ready to strike.
Just tell me what needs to be done, and I'll see that it is.
You'll approach from above under the cover of night. Emilio has posted archers around the palazzo. Kill them, but do so quietly. As they fall, my men shall replace them.
What about the guards?
When you finish with the archers, we'll regroup in front of this building here, and discuss next steps.
Nessun problema. I'll take care of the archers and return to you.
Then it's settled. In bocca al lupo.
Crepi lupo.
That's broken. I've not fixed it. I didn't spend any of that, basically month away that I had fixing the bot. He's still broken. It's part of his charm that he's broken. Part of his charm. Oh, by the way, Anton. You know, oh yeah, the error one, the broken one happened. Anton, the other day on the stream, you were saying how there are some things on the D&D that you don't like, and a lot of things you mentioned, like you wish it worked this way or you wish it worked that way. A lot of that is in the modern. Well, a lot of that works the way you wish it did in the modern age handbook. And I did look it up, and the fantasy age handbook basically works the same way, but has a lot more stuff for like medieval and magical stuff. So if you are looking for a system that works more the way you wanted it, the more the way you want it to, like you were saying the other day, Fantasy Age may be up there for you. Like, perhaps give a look into it. I'm not saying it's the perfect one, but it might be up there for you. Shut up and die. Why did they start me so far away from where I need to fucking stab people? Peekaboo! I stabbed you! Ouch. It's a very adult version of Peekaboo. I stab you! Yeah. No, I know you was up for looking into more systems. I just remembered a lot of the things you were saying, and as I was reading through the Modern Age Handbook, I was like, oh, this is what Antan wanted it to do, so I thought I'd mention it. That's all. Because Modern Age got suggested to me because there was a TikTok I was watching about. It was basically like someone joking about, oh, D&D is the only TTRPG system, and then someone was basically just going through all their books of like, really? Because we have this and 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 Fantasy Age was in it. And then I happened to just comment on the fact like I'm looking into one for a more modern setting, and they mentioned, well, Fantasy Age has a modern age version that might work with what you wanted, and that's why I looked into it. Yeah, I'm really loving the book, reading through it right now at the moment. I really am. Like the way a lot of the things work. Like one of the things I never liked with the TTRPG that shall not be named is that one of the things I didn't like with it is that when you was making a character and like you had all your backstory made into it and everything, there was like you could not have like it was possible to make a character who's back. For example, you could make a criminal backstory character, like a sneaky thief criminal. But then when it goes to like the equipment section, it is possible to make a criminal that doesn't have thieves' tools. And if your backstory is I am a thief, that's what I do, that's what I've done to survive, but you don't have thieves' tools, it makes no sense to me. And one of the things that Modern Age does is one of the lines is you will have all the equipment that makes sense for your backstory. So, for example, if you're a doctor, you're going to have all the equipment a doctor would have. Or if you're like a security guard, you're going to have all the things a security guard would have, without a question. You don't have to roll for it. You don't have to spend any of your money on it. You don't have to do anything. You will just have the stuff that makes sense to your backstory. Is one of the things in the bracket, and I like that a lot.
Well done, Ezio. Everything is going according to plan. As we speak, my men are replacing the archers you've removed. The way to the palazzo is clear now.
But not the building itself. Emilio's guards still patrol its border.
Use my men. They can distract the guards. Save you from having to fight.
And when it comes time to storm the place, remember what I've taught you.
Seek out, though, Ezio. We await word of your success.
Depends on you, Ezio, basically. We're gonna do nothing while you do all the stuff, yeah? Cool. That's what you basically all just said to me. We're gonna do all the things. Whoosh. Oh, one thing that has been annoying me about Unity, Mike, is you can't whistle. That pisses me off because I can't lure people closer to where I want to be. And you can't hide the fucking body. They just disappear after a while. I don't like that because, you know, I've not been doing it on stream, but sometimes the...
Your little house of cards is crumbling, Emilio.
A minor setback. It will be dealt with. This povero Scemo Antonio and his thieves.
Never mind then. It's the assassin you should be worried about.
Why? Is he in Venezia?
He's been here for weeks. How could you be so blind?
Unlike you, I've been busy. Someone had to provide the weapons to our brothers in Firenze.
Yes. And we also
Uh.
that enough.
Yeah, I don't like the bodies just disappear because one of the things I like to do with the older Assassin's Creed games is you could place a body in a certain place to distract the guards, so they go investigate the body, and now where I wanted to go is clear, and I can't do that because it fucking disappears into thin air and smoke, and it's... Oh, you bastard.
Seta is a target.
Seta is a fortress.
If you say. Goodbye.
Yeah, that is quite a problem, Antango. It's gonna get quite expensive
It should be close.
doing that.
Wives, load those crates and prepare to sail. I'll be right back. If Carlos speaks true, I must find a place to hide just until the meeting. Then we'll deal with the assassin. He must be working with Antonio. That means the attacks. No, I've worked too hard for this.
Goodbye.
There is so much less crime. The people have better lives. So some must leave. It is the price of progress. Why must the assassins always interfere? Like Giovanni. Just
Oh, they're gonna walk on. They're gonna walk. They're gonna walk under here. Yeah, they are. And I'm gonna be able to assassinate them. Well, there's two fucking guards there, though. The team might assassinate the guards instead of my target.
Is the ship loaded? Are you ready?
Oh, they don't walk under here, you bastards.
Yes.
Oh, wait, he does. Yes, get him.
Yes, Lulu. On here.
Do not be afraid.
I feel no fear, assassin. Only regret. I sought unity, stability, order.
At too great a cost.
Progress demands sacrifice.
Non trova alcuna gioia in questo, ma non c'è altro modo. Requiescat in pace.
Apparently those guys just died. Oh, it's the archers, isn't it?
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Come, let's open the gate for Antonio.
Thing with me, Antenna, I looked into so many systems before I settled on Modern Age. There's just so many good systems out there.
Seta's fallen and Emilio is no more. All thanks to you, Ezio. Go! Tear down Emilio's banners. Return what he has stolen from the people. Tell me, Ezio. How can I repay you for your service?
Money's always nice.
Easy enough. What else?
Emilio is meeting with a man named Carlo. He looked to be a government official. Do you know him?
Carlo Grimaldi. He sits on the Council of Ten. Why do you ask? What are you up to?
I have a meeting to attend.
Simple, man. Money will do. I love that. Yeah, that's also a thing. I get that as well, and like, because I bought the Modern Age Handbook, and I'm making a setting around the Modern Age Handbook and how the system works. But it's like I know no one who's into that system. I know no one who has that system. So like sitting there, like I'm making this big setting that no one's gonna play. No one's gonna play. No one's gonna play it. But yeah, fuck it. But hey, it's something fun to do. So I need to go find these two places. That's a giant clock tower. Cool. That helps me a bit. The giant fucking clock tower. That should be not too hard to find, right? Oh, that's the other one. That's the that was the other one. Cool. Yeah, that's clearly the other one that was on the list. Okay. Shit. I mean to jump in the water. Oh, maybe I did, because is that the glyph? Oh, I totally meant to jump in the water. That was 100% on purpose. That was 100% on purpose. I totally meant to do that. Whoop, whoop. Oh yeah, see, I get that as well, Anton, because it being used for stories, I do plan on like the world of Where Sutter is to have other stories that I will write up eventually and have for people to read. And then I also the Bear Trap and Claw setting, which is what the other TTRPG is for. The Bear Trap and Claw setting, it's for Bear Trap and Claw, which is a thing I've been working on since I was like, 12 or some shit like that. You bastard. You absolute bastard. There you go. The death of all tyrants will set people free. John Wolf's boot. Oh, so these are all people the assassins killed. Oh, we killed Mary the First of England, apparently. And Cleopatra. Stalin and Rasputin. Sorry, but I want to play the Assassin's Creed game where I get to kill fucking Stalin and Rasputin. Especially Rasputin. With the way he fucking died. I want to play that fucking Assassin's Creed game. Soon the story will all be told. We have, what, 5 more to find? I think there's 5 more where we are. Yeah! Yeah, we will... In Venice, we will... I gotta find that clock tower place. We will learn the truth. So it's got to be one of these grey buildings. There's not many grey buildings. We didn't have access to this outside line until now. Now we do. So it's got to be inside this line. So it's either going to be that one, that one, that one, that one, or that one. So we will start with this one here. I need to go cook some food. Enjoy your food, Anton! I'm only gonna be here for like 20 more minutes and then I'm gonna go shave. Because I need a shave and a haircut. But I'm not getting a haircut till the 10th. 10th of February! I've needed a haircut since before Christmas as well. My hair is way too fucking long. Oh my god, this is the building. Yes, we're gonna get the other thing here. We're gonna get the other clear here. And then after that, I'm probably gonna do my dinner. There it is. There's the gift. Glyph.
It happened in 1908. Or was it 2008? 1708? I can't remember!
Hey, that's when the crab apocalypse happened. Nicola, we know what you have done to your lab, to your career. It may be too late to set things right, but you can help prevent something far worse. They have taken an object from the Kaiser and are conducting experiments in Tangsuka, I don't know how to say that, to figure out how to use it. Before they do, we must take it from them, and the world will be in danger. We do not ask you to risk your life, just that when the time comes, you use your electricity to destroy the object. Regardless of your decision, know that we admire your work and greatly and are willing to bear no ill. We respect your freedom above all else. Oh shit. Tunguska. Oh, fair enough. I'm also learning another language at the moment. Is it Tunguska? I don't know. Yeah, but I'm also learning another language at the moment, so pronouncing stuff is getting confusing for me. I think we have time to do a viewpoint and one mission. Yeah. I'm on my 22-day streak of using an app to learn a language, which is great. Although at the moment I can't really say anything yet, but I can read like a lot of the stuff now. Like without having to look at the translation on the app, I can just look at the words and be like, I know what I said. I'm using Duolingo to learn Russian. But as I said, I can't say much yet. Because also I'm learning the alphabet. I gotta learn the alphabet before I can learn all the other stuff. Because it's a different alphabet to us. But yeah. I'm learning Russian. Ours kind of got me interested in it because obviously they're Russian, and sometimes on their stream, like I mess about and send messages in Russian and all that. Or they'll say stuff in Russian, and it just got me interested in the language, so I started learning it. Well, fun. That's what I do in my spare time. Because the lesson can take anywhere from like a minute to like 15, so I can do those small like letter lessons relatively quickly. Oh, my laptop's done the thing again. Give me a second to get chat up. Don't talk about illicit activities. The streamer cannot see what you're saying yet. Oh shit. And I'm back. Alright, I'll get down. And like almost kill it. Yeah, I'll have time for a mission. I think. Depends what the mission is, really, doesn't it?
Where is Emilio?
I told him to be here.
You told him yourself, in person.
Yes, myself, in person. I'm concerned that you don't trust me.
As am I. Perhaps he'll arrive with the others. Walk with me. So, how go things in the palace?
Honestly, it's difficult. Mocenigo keeps his circle closed. I've tried to lay the groundwork, making suggestions, but he has other voices at his ears.
Then you must work hard. Must become part of his inner circle.
All yours.
See, I understand. But it's harder than I expected.
And why is that, Carlo?
I don't know, he just... Kadosh doesn't like me.
I wonder why.
It's not my fault. I keep trying to please him. I learn what he craves and I have it delivered. The finest jams from the orchards of Sardinia, the newest fashions from Milano.
Yes, and that's called being a sycophant.
A what? What did you call me?
A doormat, a flatterer, a bootlicker. Need I go on?
Bastardo. You don't know what it's like. You don't understand the pressure in there.
Oh, I don't understand pressure.
No, you have no idea. You are a government official. I'm 2 steps from the Doge himself. I am beside him day and night. You wish you could be where I am.
Oh, they're arguing a bit, aren't they?
Done.
Hardly. You listen to me now. I am close. The Doge can be recruited to our cause. I'm sure of it. I need a little more time.
Time is not a thing we have in great supply. Keep moving.
Is it much further?
Don't be such a little girl.
Being up here may have been a mistake.
You'd better get out of my sight. Order.
Oh, no, I'm alright.
Buongiorno, cousin. Signor Carlo?
We thought Emilio would be with you.
Emilio is dead.
What? How?
The assassin. The same one who hunted down the Pazzi. He's here in Venezia.
E così? Silvio, did you not know? He could be anywhere. He could be here right now and we might not even know. He struck Emilio inside his own palazzo.
And so? What of our plans?
There is no longer time for subtlety, my brothers. We must act now.
But Marco, I'm so close. A few more days, if I can just...
No. It happens this week. We should keep moving.
Well, this week can include a few more days.
What does the Spaniard have to say on this change of plan?
You can ask him yourself soon enough.
He's here? From Roma?
Take the lead, Bello.
So I've heard.
Good. Perhaps he's made a decision.
About what, cousin?
About which of us shall step into the role of the dog?
Oh, yes! Money! See!
Take your money, you
I
fool.
didn't know there was a decision to be made. Surely the choice is obvious to all.
Obvious. Keep them busy. Should be the one who organized the entire operation. The one who came up with the idea of how to save the city.
There is no
19 seconds to get back inside. Great.
Silvio, but it is wisdom one needs to rule. Do not think otherwise.
Did I just not kill them now?
Calma, amici, please. There's no need for this. You know it's not up to either of you. For all we know, you may not even choose a barbarico. And why not me? I'm the one who's done all the hard work.
Basta! We wait for his arrival.
Are you sure he's coming?
Yes.
Signori, we should move a little faster. I feel eyes on us.
Thank you, Dante. We will move at your pace.
This guard's a good find, cousin. How much did you pay for him?
Perhaps not as much as he deserves. He saved my life on 2 occasions, though he's not much of a conversationalist.
Enough with your inane prattle. The choice of Dojo was never up to any of you, and you were never given permission to make plans.
Forgive us, Maestro. We wish only to serve.
The plan is this. Dojo Mochenigo will die tonight. And once the deed's been done, Marco shall take his place.
Vi ringrazio umilmente, Maestro.
Good. Messer Grimaldi, you are closest to Mochenigo. You work the most vital. Serve us well, and it won't be forgotten. Walk with me. I don't want any blood spilled, you understand? It must appear to all that he...
Bloody hell, yeah. What was you doing? Oh, fucking hell. I've got to follow him still. How far do I have to follow these people?
He may not care to hear what I have to say, but
God damn it.
he trusts me by now as one of his own.
Bravo. Then I want you to infiltrate the kitchen and poison his meat.
So be it.
Marco, can you furnish us with a suitable toxin on short notice?
I defer to my cousin. That is really his area of expertise.
Ah, Silvio.
I am at your service, Maestro.
What can you bring to get this done?
I will confer with my associates in the streets, but chances are good that I can procure some cantarella.
Yes, and what is that?
It is a most effective form of arsenic and difficult to trace.
Ah, va bene, va bene. Then it's decided.
We're gonna follow them all week. Like fucking hell. That's all the Templars, by the way. We could just kill them all now and be done with it. And they'd all be dead. And the game would be over. Because all the Templars would be dead. Ezio's like, no, let's sneak and listen in. And not just strike now.
Forgive me, Maestro, but is this not perhaps a tad dangerous for you? Involving yourself so intimately with the minutiae of our plans.
I feel the need to involve myself more directly. The Pazzi disappointed us in Firenze. I pray you will not do the same.
Do not worry this time. The Pazzi were a bunch of foolish...
The Pazzis were a potent and venerable family, reduced to rubble by one young assassin. Do not underestimate this troublesome foe, who now haunts your city. Or the same fate will befall the Barbarico. I want this done promptly. Bene, I must return to Roma. Time is of the essence. Do not fail us.
Will not fail them.
Che idiota sono. I should have kept my eyes on them. I need to go and see Antonio if I have any hope of salvaging this mess I've made.
Yes, you do, Ezio. You have made quite a mess, my friend. Right, we will be ending, like, in a minute. I'm just quickly trying to find someone who to raid. Yes, I'm going already, Mike. You've not said that in ages. Yeah, I'm going. 'Cause I need to shave. Oh, Assassin's Creed 2, there's one person streaming that. I wonder who that is. I wonder who that is. Oh no, I clicked on it. There's more than one person streaming there. Let's go to a different AC game. So there's people doing the first one. People doing the first one. Hmm. Why is it finding fucking people to raid is not easy? You know. This is why I normally end up giving up and not raiding anymore, even though I feel like you should always raid because it's a nice thing to do. It's you. I know there's other people streaming it as well. I realise. Yeah, let's just go raid this person. I have no idea who they are. It's just they're English, they're the UK. That's enough for me. It goes to my end screen. That's enough for me. I don't get how people find it so easy to find someone to raid. I always struggle with it. There's my ending. Right, so thank you to Kitten for being here the whole time. Thank you for Fire for the lurk. Thank you to Gav for popping in. Thank you to Antan for the lurking. And thank you to Mike for being here as well. We are going to raid. I've not raided someone in a while. Let's see if I can remember how to fucking do it. Yes, you made the dragon cute as well. Cool. We're gonna go raid this person. They're doing The Last of Us Part 1. So yeah, go say hi from me. And thank you to everyone being here and goodbye. Well, I say goodbye. I still have to wait for the raid counter, don't I? I still gotta wait for that. Which never shows up for me. Like, I can't ever see the raid counting down. It never shows up for me on my stream manager thing. So I don't ever know if I'm raiding correctly or not.